Okay, out to the pay, for the grass is always green. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of a No Label Convo. Here with my boy Nell.
Yep.
Shouts out to everybody that's subscribing on YouTube as normal, following us on Instagram, liking on Instagram, sharing, continuing supporting since the first season. We appreciate y'all as always.
Oh yeah. Shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to Guapcoin.
Guapcoin.
Crypto for the culture. You know what I'm saying? The market been crazy. Market been crazy,
Real
man.
bad,
Just
bro.
study up and be ready for the shift, man. All these big ass hedge funds is tapping in. So shit, get in where you can.
Yeah, this is a good time to get it, though.
For a fact.
During the recession is always the best time.
What? Buy red, sell green. Today we sitting around with this man, Buffalo legend. I've been knowing him like just from family.
Yeah.
Just like been seeing him as a kid from hooping to parties to just like making shit happen in the city. I'm glad we able to sit down and have this conversation and just talk about the growth and everything. So it's good, OJ.
Glad to be here, man. What's up, family? You know what I mean?
shit, cool.
Good to be here with my guys, man. For sure, man. Definitely been a follower of the podcast and stuff, so it feel good to be here, man.
Man, we appreciate that shit. We appreciate that shit. Man, y'all done toured the world like from real Buffalo shit. And traveled the world and back, man.
Yeah.
So let's try to get it from the beginning. You grew up in Buffalo. You was hooping. You was a hooper.
Growing up in Buffalo, you know, play ball. You play basketball, football, baseball. Especially, you know, we come from, the luxury of having best of both worlds of growing up on the east side and North Buffalo. So, you know, played a lot of baseball as a youngin', little league football. Basketball was always my thing.
Did you play for GC?
Yeah, GC Ballers. I played GC Ballers from 7th grade throughout high school. 2 years at City Honors, 2 years at McKinley.
Yep.
You know what I mean? State championship City Honors, state champion City Honors.
Yeah,
to
that
put
was
that,
crazy.
to put that there, definitely come state. Definitely got the stripes.
Who was on your GC Ballers team? GC had.
We had boys, man. It was me, Mike Williams, Mario Caesar, Sean Brown, Chico, Johnny Flynn. Who else? DJ Young.
Paul Harris.
DJ Young, Paul Harris. Paul Harris played a level up. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Paul Harris was older than me, so he was like a couple years older than me. Who else was on my squad? Like we had boys, man. It's so many,
names
man.
right there.
Like them names alone
for
right
real,
there.
for real, bro. That shit was
You
legendary.
already know it was legendary time in the city, man. Wasn't nothing like it.
Oh yeah, they was going to Vegas, killing shit.
Man,
going
we was everywhere.
going
We was everywhere. I remember one of our tournaments, man. We had a short team. It was me, Chico, Johnny Flynn, DJ Young, Rail Rankin, and then I forgot who we had. We only had 6 players, and we played against. We was in the same tournament as OJ Mayo.
Oh yeah,
OJ was tough at high
And
school.
this when everybody was
calling him
on
Next
it.
Jordan.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
for
They was
real.
calling
When he walked in the building, everybody
Yeah.
quiet was staring. I'm like, I'm OJ. What you talking about? But you know what I'm saying? It was lit. And then I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the tournaments where Johnny Flynn really got his name. Because we had to play against OJ Mayo squad. And them boys was different, bro. Like, let alone they got OJ Mayo, bro. We was in like, I don't know, we was probably like sophomores in high school, bro. They had a 7-footer on their squad,
That's
bro. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, it was a close game. And like I said, there was only 6 of us. I can't think of who our 6 was. I forgot. I can't think right now.
Who was your coach?
Who it was? And that game, it wasn't. Who was our coach for that? Major was coaching. Major Crawford. Jeff. I mean, you know, Tommy Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? Big Jeff Bishop. You know what I mean? Everybody was you know, coaching us, but for that tournament, it was Major. We went with Major.
yeah, bro.
And Ice was driving us. My man Ice.
Yep, bro. That shit was so hard, bro. Because I remember really growing up, because like he was in school with, like my brother and my sister type. So I'm like, I was just able to just watch from afar.
Yeah, me and Bree was in the same class. You know what I'm saying? Forever until I left City Honors. Actually, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So once you got done playing basketball and stuff like that in high school, then I remember you started. I remember Ocho.
Yeah.
being the thing. Yeah.
Well, I went to college. I went to school. I played at Stillman, played a couple little college ball. When I came home, I didn't finish college. So when I came home, that was like, I just came home and I was just like ready to stand on my own too, for real. That's kind of how it all came about. Obviously, the crew we was always homies and stuff like that. But it was me. Before Ocho, it was Delson. Before Ocho it was Merrimack. Before Merrimack, it was Delson. And me and my brother Briggs, you know what I'm saying? We was like the first ones out of the crew to have like our own apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We was staying in the Delson court. I used to go crazy house parties. That's
where it started?
It was nutty.
I remember my brother used to leave the house and he'd be like, I'm like, where you going? He'd be like, oh yeah, we going over there. They throwing a party and shit.
I can't even say that's where it started though, because it started even before that. Like, you know what I mean? I was throwing parties. Like the first party I threw was like my 18th birthday before I was leaving for college. And I didn't even get to have that joint because I was doing it at the crib and my pops didn't know. He ended up finding out about it. Right? I'm like, how the hell did you even find out? He shut it down like an hour before it was supposed to start. You know what I'm saying? But then every year when I would come home, like I'd be home in the summer, and my birthday in the summer, so I always just would throw a party here and there. And then when I finally got my own crib, that's when it was more like, and them joints wasn't like parties where I was putting a flyer out or nothing like that. It was more so like,
word of mouth.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, pull up, just come to the crib, bring a bottle, and the next thing you know.
And this is like
movie.
when social media like first starting off, so it wasn't like niggas wasn't like.
It wasn't no Instagram.
He wasn't using that.
Yeah,
to promote your
wasn't no
shit.
Instagram. We was on Facebook, but we was only on Facebook because we was in college. You had to have a college ID to be on Facebook. My Facebook still is my college ID. It's still the same Facebook page from when I first started. You had to have a college ID. Anything else was invalid. Because it was for college kids to meet and network. That's what it originally was. MySpace was jumping, but you still didn't even really know how to use it for promo like that. It was more so just
Soulja Boy was getting off on MySpace.
Yeah, now Soulja Boy,
He's getting off on MySpace.
That's a different breed. That's a different breed right
That's
there.
a fact. So when it started with the with parties. I remember in my brain, I'm younger, so I remember when y'all had was it the Four Loko song?
Oh my God, facts.
When Four Locos was
legendary
going crazy?
track. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Mitch, Arizona. Kenny B, he the one who put us on the Four Locos, bro. He used to come to Merrimack and be like, yo, y'all gotta try these. And we like, yo, bro, what is that? And I remember the first day we went and bought a gang of them joints and was drinking them joints, bro. We was in the studio. We was at Ocho. We was in Skee's room. He had a studio in the closet. I can't even tell you what we was recording that day. I don't know. All I remember was all of us drank like one of them joints. Next thing I know, we all in the room with our shirts off, wilding, jumping around. Like, I'll never forget that, bro. Wilding, turned, like teed off them joints.
Yeah.
Four Locals was terrible.
Yo, that's a wicked, whoever created that is a menace.
Yo, before they changed
Serious, bro.
the formula, nigga, Four Loko.
Yeah.
Whoever created that is a pure menace, man.
One of them joints will have you right.
One of them joints had you right.
Crazy.
Two of them, two of them,
Two of them you blocking out.
That was a moment.
That was a moment in time. It was short-lived, too.
Yeah.
They called her like, yo, man, people got to be like dying off these.
How much would somebody have to pay you to drink a Four Loko right now?
Right now, I ain't gonna lie, I might drink it just for the nostalgia. Not a whole joint, but I might.
Nah, you gotta drink a whole joint. That's your drink for the night. That's your drink for the night. The Four Loko.
That's out.
If it's my drink for the night, well, I know where I'm going that night. So true. I might do it just for the. Matter of fact, just cause.
I buy some OE every now and then just for the
take me back.
Not the same.
No, OE ain't the same.
It ain't the same.
Oh no, Four Locals. These Four Locals. Do they still come in a tall can though? Because if it ain't in a tall can, I don't want it.
That's a fact.
I think it's like the Arizona can size.
That's what I'm saying. It got to be in that. If it's not in that can, I'm good. Nah, that's good. I don't want your watered down Four Loko, man. Because it wasn't like it tasted good. You know what I'm saying? It was alright. It was like flavored. It was flavored beer. It was like flavored beer. Like so, you get like the orange. The flavors, grape, all that. Then I ain't gonna lie, they start coming with the different flavors.
Yeah.
They come with the exotic, the pink lemonades.
Yo, I remember buying them joints, right? Like when they found out it was about to change the formula, bought a bunch of them joints with the weighted, trapped them joints.
What did
out.
they do? They took the crack out?
Pretty much.
Yeah, for real. It definitely was cracking them joints.
Yeah. I was trapped some of them joints like $5, $10 a pop. I ran it up real quick.
No way around that.
Yeah.
No way around that.
Yeah, they had to do something.
There was something in there.
Legendary nights.
Hell
man,
yeah.
Sure.
So we and that was first class. That when
Yeah,
y'all
that was
doing
definitely that was first class, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
FCGT dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? Like absolutely, that was the time. You know, that was a major time in our lives. For real, pivotal.
Yeah, because that was like my first introduction to like like the scene, like Buffalo local music scene. It was like seeing y'all boys do that shit. Skeese was rapping crazy back
Rapping
then.
crazy back then. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Gino.
Yeah.
AKA B-Boy.
Yeah, the original
B-Boy. Yo, he's crazy. Yo, y'all lucky, man. I ain't got my PlayStation, man. I had a PlayStation with all they music on there from then. And we had songs, bro. Like, B-Boy had joints. G.I. had joints. You know what I mean? I had everybody music on that PlayStation. Because I had my laptop too, but somebody stole my laptop from Ocho one night. We was going to Northside. We all walked up to Northside. Somebody broke into Ocho, stole my laptop. I was stained.
Yeah.
That was the laptop that had all the music that I brought from college. You understand? I went to school in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So when I came home, I was playing Mad Boosie and Webby and all a bunch of country shit. They ain't noticed up here like that what I was playing. So I was just playing it. So the whole gang just got accustomed to it, and everybody just started listening to it, and it was fire.
Hell yeah. When did it come go from we just throwing little house party joints to like, no, we could do this professionally. Like we could throw parties. Like
I mean, it ain't really even changed to that because you know what I'm saying. Like we was doing it before we even did the house parties. You know what I'm saying. Like because I was doing professional joints. You know what I'm saying. Like that started in 2007 when I was Young Money Entertainment. Me and my brother Turles. You know what I'm saying. We had started Young Money Entertainment like a year out of high school. Because he went to John C. Smith, I went to school in Alabama. But when we always came home during breaks, you know what I'm saying? So during breaks, we did throw a couple house parties, you know what I'm saying? And then we was like, all right, we got to figure out how to monetize it. And then the first joint we threw was the year we came back, and it was the prom after party for Hutch Tech prom and McKinley prom. My girl was at McKinley at the time, so I was going to that prom. You know, she was a senior, I was a freshman in college. And he was, you know, we still had homies. Of course, they only a year younger. It was all our homies and stuff. So, you know, we was like, shoot, we just going to throw the party. And Hutch Tech prom was the same day. So they both was the same day. We was like, we just going to call it the Hutch Tech McKinley after prom, you know, prom after party. And the crazy thing is McKinley's prom was at the Hyatt in the big ballroom. Our party was literally next door.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the same
So
building.
you getting everybody.
So everybody was coming straight from the joint. You know what I mean? A lot of kids had ended up getting rooms in the Hyatt and stuff, so they went to change their drip and all that and stuff. So we did that, and that was like the first one we made money off them joints. Like it was crazy. I never forget it. I think we made like we probably made like $700 a piece. Off them joints and off a party, and we just this is it. Yeah, we gotta get to the money.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And then from there, it was Young Money. We was Young Money Entertainment for about a year, and then obviously we realized that we can't go with Young Money Entertainment because it was already a professional Young Money Entertainment. Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying, had his crew, so we was like, we can't do that. But then that's when we started Umbrella Entertainment, and we was throwing parties and stuff, you know. That's when I did we just did a couple little joints. We used to have like a couple little venues and stuff where we would just promote and just have people coming. It was always good times and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's hard. Did your high school self think like, yo, I'll be able to make a career out of this?
No, because in high school I wasn't in high school throwing the parties. It wasn't until after high school. Like it was I had no idea, but my thing was it wasn't even my mindset to make it business. It was actually Turl's mindset to make it a business. You know what I'm saying? It was just me. I'm just like, it's love, you know what I mean? I like partying. I like to see my people.
Like bringing
yeah, that's all it was for me. And then it was like, okay, could make money.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like at his school, they had promoters at John C. Smith. You had frats, but you had promoters. See, at Bama and Stillman, like it was all the frats do all the parties. So you had to be in a frat to go. Like wasn't no outside promoters like that. The Q Dogs had the party on Friday night. The Deltas had Saturday night. The week after it's the AKA. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. So you wasn't going to it wasn't nobody outside of a frat that was promoting parties.
Constructing that.
So I ain't even really had no game of that. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of learned that at Smith, and then he came back with the mindset to do that. Yeah,
that's hard.
You know. And that's really what it was. It was a hell of a time though, and just learning how to do that.
That's a
everything.
fact.
First, and then like that first year, it was 2007. We threw a party for my birthday at the Steel Drum, and it was called the Bikini Top Bash, and it was lit. And then that's when we really, really knew, like, all right, it's lit. We can really do something. But then again, we in school, so we was gone.
Yeah,
so
so
it ain't like we was
down.
frequent doing frequent parties. It would be summertime. We came back. Summertime came back. We had what was it called? Thirsty Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Thirsty Thursdays at the Players Club on Niagara. It's a little venue on the west side. We was doing, and then that's kind of was our little flow for the time being.
What year did hip hop karaoke start?
Hip hop karaoke started in 2016, I believe. Yep, 2016.
Yeah.
I want to say it's either 2016 or 2015. Might have been 2015, but I know it was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving night. Yep, it was either Thanksgiving night or that Thanksgiving Saturday.
Okay.
That night of that. But I didn't start hip hop karaoke though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was, I joined
Okay.
hip hop karaoke. It was already kind of a thing, but like the first hip hop karaoke that they did, we was vendors. Waji, you know what I'm saying, with the clothing, we was vendors there. So that's how I knew about it. And the first joint I went to, I performed, me and Turles actually, we did Niggas in Paris, you know what I'm saying? Randomly, I had a ski mask. I was fake Kanye up there, bro. It was crazy. And
Who were the original people that were throwing it?
Huh?
Who were the original people that were throwing it?
My partners now, like one of my best friends, Donnie Arthur, and his wife, Gabby.
Okay.
At the time, it was Gabby and Lana. They was the Golden Girls. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and it started off like that. Like, they was upstairs. I don't know if y'all remember waiting room, but it had two floors.
Yep.
So it started upstairs in the waiting room, and they would have it lit. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, I'm having so much fun at this event, bro. So I would come to all of them joints, and then me, Donnie, and Gab got close like that year. You know what I'm saying, through Truey, through my cousin Truey. You know what I'm saying, because he was like, that was his peoples and whatnot. So like we kind of got close, and then we was just kicking it, and then it was my birthday coming up. And I had a Friday event. This was 2016. Now, this was 2016. So karaoke had to start in 2015 because this was 2016. Okay. So I had a Friday event at, I forgot where it was, my All Black that I had been doing, which is The Real Is Back. I had the Friday event this Saturday, and I had a Sunday day party, but I had nothing for Saturday. So I linked with them. And I was like, yo, shoot, let's do karaoke. And it was like, all right, bet. So we was promoting it. And then the buzz for it was so crazy. It was like, man, we can't do it upstairs. We're going to have to take it downstairs. Yeah. We took that joint downstairs, and that joint was a movie. Ever since then, it just,
it's
like, it was always a good time. It always had a decent crowd, but ever since then, it just was blowing up. And then 2017, Waiting Room shut down. Waiting Room got closed in 2017. It was closed because there was like some HVAC problems at the venue or something like that. It was actually the Griselda concert. Yeah. Griselda shows there was the last show. Somebody passed out in that joint. Oh, because it was so hot. I remember that day. It was Father's Day weekend.
It would get crazy.
It was the Saturday before Father's Day. I never forget that day because I remember I had on jeans. I had a T-shirt on, and my jeans was sweating, bro. It was so hot. It was my jeans was wet, bro. Like
I remember being in there and everybody was sweating.
Yo, that joint was stupid. It was so hot in there.
That was the one time Wes had a verse on Hitch Bernie joint.
Oh, Hitch Bernie joint. Facts.
Yup.
Hosanna. Yeah,
that was the first time I had heard it too.
Yeah,
that was the first time I heard it. I was like, yo, what?
This is crazy. Yeah.
I was like, what?
We still need that, man.
Yeah, that was a legendary night. I actually still got the video on my phone of Conway performing the cow. Yeah. In this phone right now. Come on. Facts. That's tough. The whole video.
That's hard.
Him performing the cow from that joint. Facts.
So then what was the next spot y'all used after the waiting room shut down?
So it shut down, and it was just like, man, we was actually, it's a crazy story, bro. We was trying to find spots. We ended up getting venue, and we had venue, and this was 2017. Yup, we had venue in 2017 because we took a break after June. Once it got shut down, we took a break, and we had venue, man. And the first date was October 21st. It was October 21st, hip hop karaoke, and we was gonna do a Halloween joint. It was gonna be hip hop karaoke, and we was promoting it for like 2 weeks, and then we got an email from venue shutting it down, saying like they was just talking. It was just like, You know what I'm saying? We can't do it. The other bars on the street, they opposed to it because my
yeah.
name was on it. You know what I'm saying? They was
Yeah.
and they was looking at me like I was like the ain't shit promoter.
And for those who don't know, Chippewa is like notoriously racist.
Yeah.
So it's like it's when it's like a hip hop event on Chip,
Right.
it's like no.
And it
that's a
wasn't
thing,
venue like it was. I will say that it wasn't venue. Venue wanted to do it. They wanted to do the event, but they was catching so much like backlash from the Chippewa Association.
powers that be.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so they was like, man, you know, we just ain't gonna be able to do it. So and then you know, I'm sitting there, I'm steamed. I'm thinking it's them like, man, what you mean? Like that. And then basically like it ended up getting around that they didn't want to do. They didn't want anybody doing business on Chippewa that does business at Mez. My party was, and I had my birthday party at Mez that year. It was at it was at Mez. It was at the I did the all black at Mez, so they had seen that, and it was good. Like the party was lit. It was it was a vibe, no violence, no nothing.
Crazy.
Everything was teed, but they knew my name was on the drinks. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that do business on Mez, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? So it was more so of that. Even though by then my record was clean. I had been done events and stuff. They didn't care. It's like, all right, okay, cool. So we shut down, and then from there we didn't do nothing. We ain't had no karaoke. We couldn't find no venues, man. Then come back, 2018, February 2018, first joint we did back was at Mohawk Place, and it was on a Thursday. It was like the day after Valentine's Day, I think it was, and it was dope. Then we followed up with another one in March. It was on Biggie, the day Biggie died, March 9th.
Yep.
We did one that weekend. It was like the 10th. And it was lit. And then the third one we did at Mohawk was graduation weekend, and it was stupid. You couldn't even get in that
can't
joint.
even walk through there.
You already know Mohawk Place only hold 200, 250, and it's dumb in there. And everybody's trying to get in. So then we like, well, can't do it here no more. Appreciate y'all. Can't do it here no more. And then that following, this is 2018, that following June, we took it to Ironworks. And we did at Ironworks, and it was crazy. It was lit. And then that year, it was my birthday weekend. It was actually on my birthday. And then we did it at Ironworks again, and it was lit. It was turned. But then Ironworks, they kind of backtracked on us. It wasn't no problems or nothing like that.
Yeah.
They just couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what
a
I'm saying?
lot.
Their security couldn't handle it. They ain't have enough security, even though it wasn't nothing. Everything was good. It was love. I still got the videos from that. Nothing happened with no fights, no arguments. It was all love. And, you know, they kind of fell back on us. But luckily, with them falling back, you know what I'm saying? And this was August. So now we stepping into September, October. With them falling back, venue came back around the corner. They spun the block. Knocked, yo, what's good? Fuck what they talking about. Let's do this shit.
Yeah.
And we sat down, had a meeting with them, and then we did, ironically, the first joint back. The original date we had was October 21st, 2017. The first joint back from after Ironworks in venue was October 20th, 2018. Literally a year later. Literally a year later. And we did that, and it was on Saturday. And then the following month, we followed up Thanksgiving weekend, that Saturday. And then that one was stupid. That's when it was stupid.
Parties was just going
That
insane.
one, we actually oversold that one by mistake because we went on online tickets and we didn't get our final count. So we took a lot of money at the door and didn't realize how many people. It was so crazy. You couldn't move anywhere in venue, anywhere. Everybody was there. Wes,
Jeez.
Benny, Khan, whoever
Whoever was it, yeah.
everybody that was home was there, and it was a movie. And from there, the Chippewa Association Jae stepped back in, like, no, y'all can't do this.
Wow.
If y'all gonna do it, y'all got to do it on Sunday. Y'all can't do it on our nights.
Yeah, that's
because
how
the line was so crazy. The
how
line
they
was
be doing
trickling down into Rec Room
Yo.
and over on these other drinks. They was
they
on
come
He
shit.
said, hey, y'all fucking up our money.
Nah,
Pretty
for real.
much.
It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. They tried to throw us to Sundays like we still couldn't get it popping. First joint back, we sold out before you could even step in the building.
Yep.
And a blizzard. And it was 7 degrees outside. And it was a snowstorm for like the first 3 days before. I remember doing a promo video that morning. Like, look, y'all, it ain't snowing no more. Get outside and shovel. All you got to do is shovel and get there. You good.
That's
Ain't gonna be no more snow. I just checked the forecast. It was lit.
So boom, you got a track record of just throwing the craziest parties in the town. How did that transition to you now being like in the music industry?
Yeah, I mean, Man, it go hand in hand.
Yeah.
When you really think about it. You know what I mean?
Because most rappers want to come party like
Right.
after they concert.
Right. First time I met
celebrate.
Conway was at one of my parties. Was at he pulled up to a day party we had. And I had already knew who he was and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But we randomly chopped it up. And this was like this was early too. This was before karaoke. This was like 2016, maybe it was like 2015, like before I got involved with karaoke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was actually at Cobblestone, and we was just chilling, kicking it, chopping it, and then I was kicking. I would pull up on him from time to time, like at the studio, and just hang with him for a second.
Word.
You know what I mean? Because that's my man. He was a cool dude. You know what I mean? And so I didn't really know, but I was doing like the management, like with First Class, so I kind of already knew. I didn't really know nothing about the music business, but all I knew was how to promote. That's all I knew. So that's kind of what I took.
So you knew
as.
the marketing side.
Yeah, pretty much. I just knew like how to get your stuff out there. So that's kind of what I was,
And
you know what I'm saying, focusing
But
on.
that's a vital part.
With
though,
Skeese, that's
important
like,
part.
when we drop Whack, when we drop the Chase, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, listen, this is what we doing, man. Let's just be outside. Whoever want a CD, let's go give it to him. We drove around in my mom Caliber, you know what I'm saying? Dropping these mixtapes and all that stuff off, you know what I'm saying? And pushing them joints over and over and over again on Twitter and stuff like that, being annoying. I was one of them annoying promoter niggas, just posting the same shit over and over. They
how
like,
shit get
man,
done.
the fuck?
That's
They
how
tired of seeing this
Yeah,
shit.
bro, but they gonna remember that shit
nah,
every
they gonna
time.
remember
that shit sell out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it definitely go hand in hand. Should you think about it, man? Shit, Diddy started throwing parties. That's how he started at Howard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it all just kind of made sense. You know what I mean? Once Skeese got signed to Drumwork, once he got signed to Drumwork, it was like, okay, it's my brother. You know what I'm saying? And Skeese kind of brought me in because Drumwork was actually just becoming a label. Really didn't have too many moving parts. Just Conway just knew he wanted to start his own label at the time, and and that's kind of got reeled in. Kind of Chad, you know what I'm saying? They just was like Skeese kind of put the bug in their ear, and Chad reached out, and then
That's fire. Yeah.
here I am.
Yeah, bro.
Here I am. Here we are.
Now y'all got the festival coming up. Y'all done toured the world.
Toured the world, man. I never would have thought it.
Yeah. What was your favorite spot on the
I was about to say that. Yep.
Amsterdam, baby.
Is that what Love said? Yeah, Love said the same thing.
Amsterdam.
So why was it Amsterdam?
Amsterdam.
Man.
More reasons than one. Nah, Amsterdam was lit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just was a cool city. Like, everybody was riding bikes out there. It just was cool. Like, wasn't too many cars. Like, it was cars, but like, everybody just was on bikes. That was just raw to me. Like, it was so many bikes everywhere, bro. Everywhere you go was a bike. And it was like, yo, they weren't even locking them joints up. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
just
different.
get off your bike and leave it. You know what I'm saying? Come back tomorrow and get it. It'll still be there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was dope. The red light district was definitely a sight to see. That was something I never thought I would experience in my life. I had always heard it, but I never knew what it was. Like, I just hear the saying, like, going to the red light district. I visited it, and it was, you know what I'm saying? It was fire.
Yeah,
it was
you
fire.
walk down, the ladies is in the behind the glass.
Yeah, it was
everything.
crazy. It was crazy. I'm like, word, like, just outside, just you know.
That's a fact.
Everybody got to experience that once.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. You see, I mean, I can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? I am out the game, so I cannot do it anymore. But I went out with a bang.
Understood. Hell yeah.
Nah, that joint is fire. That was fire. Paris was another one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie to you. Belgium, Oslo, Denmark was cool. I did like Denmark, but Antwerp, Belgium, and Oslo, I'll never go back. I'll probably never go back. Them cities is too strict, bro. Like, way too strict. Like, somebody tried to throw a blunt on stage. We couldn't even smoke on stage in Oslo. Somebody tried to throw a blunt on stage. Bro, it's weed, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they kicked him out the show.
Oh shit.
Or it wasn't even lit, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of them, like, OD. That was one of them joints, like, we always like, all right, we ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, let's hurry up and get out of here. And then in Belgium, we ended up getting kicked out of our hotel for smoking. So, yeah, I don't want to go back there.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't want to go back to those. Paris was fire. I love Paris. I can't wait to go back to Paris. The only problem with Paris is don't nobody speak English, bro. And like you really got to walk around with your translator unless you with your boys. Like we got homies out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog Clovis. We got homies out there, you know what I'm saying, that they fluent in English and stuff. So they was around and that was dope. You know what I'm saying? So they was kind of like helping us. And I had the best wine I've ever had in my life.
In Paris?
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
What? The wine's so fresh. It's so like it's so fresh that like they used like he was breaking it down to how they make it and stuff. Like the grapes that they use, they actually use the skin of the grapes. Like they use the grapes in the skin. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they don't peel them, nothing like that. It was crazy, bro. But it's so fresh that like once you open it, you got to drink it that day. You can't even drink it the next day. You can't refrigerate it. Like you know the wine we get, you can try to put a little foil over it, tuck it. You know what I mean? About 4 or 5 days. No, you have to drink it that day. The next day is bad.
Wow.
Word.
I gotta check. I gotta get there.
And it was like, yo, we was just drinking it, and it tastes so good too. Like and it wasn't even like you got the red blend, and then you got the white. All white wine kind of look alike, like Riesling, Chardonnays. They all look alike. This was like a orangish color, bro, and it wasn't clear. It was a little cloudy. Man, it was amazing, bro. Amazing. It was so good. Like I couldn't take it, man. It was too good. It was really so good. Like, so Paris was fire. I can't wait to go back there. Amsterdam was so fire. I'm trying to find a business out there. I'm trying to open up some type of business out there so I can
Have a reason to go, yo.
I got my reasons, for real. I need my reasons to go back out there. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a fire city, man. Made a lot of connections too, though. That's got a lot of people out there.
So as managing it, like helping manage a tour, international tour, like what responsibilities come with that for some people who like aspiring managers and shit like that?
You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I mean, it's staying on top of the travel. Like the travel is a lot different because you overseas and stuff. So you just want to make sure you ahead of schedule with certain things, making sure you on time for stuff. You know. Can't really play them games like them airport games like we do here. Like, oh man, I know this airport. Show up when you show up. Like, oh no, I got clear. No, I got TSA. Nah, we was there at every joint 2 hours before.
I got a homie in France, so I got one homie in France. We can make the trip.
Nah, for real, man. I'm telling you, if you got the opportunity, do it. Definitely do it. Only thing about Europe, man, is everything's small over there, yo. It's crazy.
I heard the portion. Love was saying the portion.
Yo, of the food. Everything is small over there. Like the people.
Yeah, and you tall as hell. So that's I know that shit. You got
I'm not even saying like in height wise. Like put it you like this. In Europe, period. This ain't even just Paris. This is whole Europe. Everybody is small. That's why I realized why European clothes is made like that. Because everybody is small. Yeah. Their exercise is biking and walking. They ain't got no gyms. No weight rooms. Ain't nobody in there doing push-ups. Nobody lifting no weights. There's nobody diesel there, but it also was nobody fat over there.
I might explain why, like, when the European players, they're always coming into the NBA frail too.
Frail,
and skinny.
They not cut up. They just regular what the basic body would look like on a daily if you eat like small portions and your exercise. You exercise, but your exercise is jogging or riding a bike. That's your exercise. So that's what it was. It wasn't no like you get cut, you know what I'm saying, from doing different workouts and stuff like that, working different muscle parts. No, they just working their body the whole time. So
he's doing cardio.
The clothes, but listen, it's so crazy. The hotel rooms, bro. They didn't have the queen beds, bro. The double rooms wasn't no queen beds. There was twin size beds.
Sheesh. He's back in college.
Back in the dorm every room. City we was in college.
Back in the dorm.
These beds was tiny, and then not only that, you know how they got the bed. You go to the hotel, you got the queen bed, the nightstand, and another bed. No, bro, they got the nightstands, a bed, and a bed right next to each other. We all in the same. I'm like, bro, me and Chad share in the same room. You like, yo, bro, we just gonna move these drinks over a little bit. Otherwise, bro, you sleep, you gonna roll over your man.
You gotta stay sleeping all the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. It's crazy. It was crazy, man. But yeah, everything was small over there. Like, you could tell it's crazy. Like, you know what I mean? And that's how you know, like, America fucked up. America fucked up, bro. That's how you know it. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. That's why a lot of the shit that we got here is banned in them other countries and shit like that. America fucked up. You know what I mean? That's why they got us on this shit. You know what I mean? Taking all these, You know what I mean?
extra
Different
pills,
pills,
food,
and get
diet.
bigger, drink protein, and
Buy more
do all
clothes,
that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they giving us protein in powder now. You feel me? Like all of this is different. You know what I'm
Souped
saying?
up
And then-
chickens and shit.
Right. Then we got the souped up chickens.
My homie
All
from,
that.
from
All that
Africa,
shit.
they used to like, he saw when he first came here, he's like, yo, I saw a chicken and I thought this shit was, I ain't want to touch it. I was afraid of it because chickens in Africa, like maybe like
Right.
this. And he said he see the chicken breast is as big as like
Right.
damn near as big as the chickens that he seen.
And you know how we go. We come wings. If you got the chunky wings, we going there.
Yep, the jumbo.
You want the jumbo joints.
wings.
And now and our mindset is if we see wings and they small, like, what's wrong with them joints? Them the real joints.
Yeah.
Them the real wings, bro. I'm telling you, America fucked up. This country is
for a
fucked.
I feel like everybody is opening their eyes up to that too now, I think.
Real shit. Real shit.
Internet made that.
Internet.
possible.
Facts.
Shout out to the internet, because if it wasn't for, we still be going down that same hole, bro. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we still be going down that same hole. That's why I believe that COVID, that's why I believe they cooked that up, bro. I'm telling you, they cooked that up.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And they try and make us believe that all the conspiracy theories are conspiracy theories. When really, that's damn near
Right,
the truth.
right, exactly. And that's what it is. They want to tell you that's what I'm saying. You got it. It's
gotta-
crazy.
you gotta
It's
be able
a
to
toy
think
with
for
the
yourself,
mind, bro.
bro.
You got to be able to think for yourself.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And like really decipher shit.
And that's why I wanted you up here. It's because like we growing up in Buffalo, we remember when it was people who grew up in Buffalo and never left Buffalo. So it's like to see somebody like grow up and like being able to explore and come back and tell the story.
right.
That shit is important.
Yeah, no, for real, man. That's a fact. You know, it's people never left Buffalo, bro. It's people never left the east side.
For real, literally,
For real.
literally.
Like, it's people never left their side of town. So they don't even know what's going on in the world and stuff like that. And that's what I ain't gonna lie, that's what be killing me, man, like with the youth and stuff like that, because, you know what I'm saying, like they, you know what I mean? We all looked up to the dope boy in the hood, you know what I'm saying, back then, because, you know, we didn't have social media. So you either looked up to the dope boy in the hood or you looked up to the ball player. We ain't had no stars. We ain't had no rappers that made it. Everybody that was rich around us sold drugs. Everybody that was rich around us
That's a fact.
sold drugs, you know what I'm saying? And them dudes that did sell drugs and was them boys, they got that bread, and what we thought was wealth was, you know what I'm saying, the jewelry, the clothes, the cars, not the houses, because they ain't had houses. They wasn't buying the houses. They didn't have the
lived in the
houses.
same
They
apartment
lived in the
building as everybody
hood.
else did,
They
yeah.
lived in the hood,
if
but they
they
had the
did-
raw cars and they had cash on them. They pulling out knots. Hey, go get you a turkey sub, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
up in
you know
the
what I mean?
store?
Yeah, what's up in the store? Man, yo, run, go give me a turkey sub. Get some for yourself. Keep the change. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we looked up to. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even them dudes, they knew how to hustle and knew how to make money and fend for themselves, even though it was illegal. They didn't explore the world. You know what I'm saying? And see that. You know what I'm saying? Just had a shit ton of money with nothing to do with it.
Can't even put it
But
in
buy
their name.
clothes, buy liquor, go trick, buy your girl something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We not even knowing the real wealth, or just, man, now, okay, I got this amount of money. Let me find somebody who I can go into business with.
Yeah.
How can I invest this and clean this and turn it for real? There's a couple dudes now who's smart enough to do that, but the majority,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so
And that's what was dope about what like Wes, Benny, and Conway did. Is like they all got their own labels where they can be able to create their business and have the ownership, because that ownership is what allows them to have that money, keep it in their name, and
keep it in their name.
recycle that shit within their family.
No, that's a fact, man. Like, and it's the way of life is definitely making a turn. But the negative part about it is it's a good and bad of the internet. The good is we get to see how we was getting done dirty, and we could change our mindset. The negative is allowing more and more negativity be promoted, and you know the negativity gets pushed before positivity any day.
That's how the algorithm
Any
works.
day, that's how the algorithm works. If it's something bad, they gonna put it out there as soon as you touch that joint. First joint you gonna see is negative.
And it's hard for the kids who grew up on the internet to be able to like break
Exactly.
through that. Like we were able to
Exactly.
grow up to where we grew up without it, and we also kind
I
of
ain't
grew
gonna
up
lie,
with it.
we Jai grew up in the best time.
Yeah, like right
That's
smack,
what was in the
yeah.
middle of
See
it.
both sides.
We got to see both sides as young too.
Yep.
Like, we got to see the internet young. We got to be without the internet young. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we know what it was like. But now it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And to be honest with you, like, man, it's kind of hard to do anything about it because
So ingrained in American life.
and
like,
that it's ingrained in American life. And the kids, like, you know, we grew up as kids, we wanted video games. We wanted this to go outside. We wanted that to go outside. The kids want tablets. They want phones because all the other kids got it. So we wanted stuff because the other kids got it. You know what I'm saying? We want to get the game so we can play the game, you know what I mean? Or the action figure or the sneakers because, you know what I mean, your homies had whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. And that's how it's always going to be. You know what I'm saying? People be influenced by their peers. You know what I'm saying? So with them, with them now, it's crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it be killing me. Like, sometimes I walk in the house and I just see the kids just sitting there on it. I'm like, yo, get off y'all phones.
Yeah.
But then next thing you know, I'm chilling.
On the
phone.
And it's hard because sometimes you don't even want to do it, but you just caught up in it.
Yeah.
It's just a
It's
habit.
natural. It's a natural habit. You just caught up in it. I be thinking about it like, damn, what did we do at doctor's appointments when we didn't have our phones, when we was waiting for the doctor?
Just looking around and shit.
Yo, what was we doing? What did we do in the
Yeah.
barbershop when we was waiting to get our hair cut as kids?
Talking.
Listening to the old heads talk. Arguing about shit.
I was playing chess.
Playing chess, right. They ain't got that no more like that, like for real. Like, you just sit up there on your phones. It's easy for the barbers now because the kids is distracted. Here, just hand on this.
Yeah, hey, give him the tablet while I'm trying to get his
Kids walking around with the tablets and they pull their tablet out, bro. It's
How to use
crazy.
a tablet before they know how to read, before they know how to count.
They do.
That's a fact.
They do. They do, bro. You know what I'm
That's what-
saying?
yeah.
So, but that's how you know just the way of life as a whole gonna be changing and
Yeah.
shifting.
It's gonna be it's a big shift happening right
Yeah,
now.
it's definitely a big shift happening.
I'm glad it's people like you and just like our city is like, I feel like we one of them last like Renaissance cities, like where the art is like still pure. And
That's
it's,
the
like,
thing
right
about it,
before
yup.
we hit that mainstream.
That's what make it. That's like our gift and our curse. You know what I'm saying? It's our gift is because we still got that. The curse is we always late on everything. We late on everything. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo get everything late. We get everything.
Yeah,
late,
Uber
bro.
last.
We had Uber last. Shit, we
all
just
that.
now legal.
Right.
You can't.
Just got the gun permit shit.
Bro, New York, it's legal in New York State to have hookah in bars, but it ain't in Erie County. How? You know what I'm saying? Like, why we can't have hookah in bars?
Houseway.
Yeah.
You can't even push that forward. That's money to be made on both ends. But we ain't got it.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? We still ain't got, like, weed is legal, but you still can't have a dispensary yet. You feel me?
Yeah.
Still ain't legal to have a dispensary here yet. You know what I'm saying? We just late on everything. We just,
When you running for mayor, man.
oh, man, one thing about it, two things for sure, three things for certain. I've been in politics my entire life. I am never running for mayor. Never. My dad been in politics all my life, bro. He's still in it. You know what I'm saying? This is last go round. You know what I'm saying? And I see how hard he worked. You know what I'm saying? And you know that ain't for everybody, bro.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It really ain't. Like, some people who might have the ability and the gift, but a lot of people don't got the patience. I do not have the patience for that.
I believe it.
I don't. I don't.
Yeah, I have.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
I've had
like-
people try to push me, and I'm like,
Right.
I
And you, Jai, can't even, like, you can do it, but you really can't be you.
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah.
yourself.
You can't be you no more. I need to be me. Because if I'm mayor in this, listen, you know how we doing it, bro.
Yeah,
we
we
doing
changing
it.
all-
Nah,
we changing
we
all
doing
that.
it. Man, what you talking about? The budget? Man, get that, yo. Get it to your kids. What y'all want?
Yep.
Yup. Get them kids right. Ain't nobody working on Fridays no more. Ain't no more. Yo, everybody, man, listen, man. Friday, you got to come into work, but Friday coming into work ain't nothing but showing up and linking up with each other and asking where the happy hour at, or what is we doing outside of working on Fridays. Well, on Fridays, if you work for the city, you do not work on Fridays. That's how I'm going. That's how I'm going. You don't work on Fridays. You come in, you link up, and then you figure out what you're going to do. What you going to do today? You going to go to the movies? You going to go bowling? Whatever. Facts.
Crazy. Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
OJ for mayor.
You know what I'm saying?
OJ for mayor.
Write it down.
Nah, for real, man. I just, and like I said, being in that joint, and I know the game. I know the politician game. I know the political game, man. And you know what I'm saying? And it ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't what we see.
That's a super
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
So
I'm good.
yeah,
Super good.
being on the business end of just like promotion stuff, parties, music. What's probably like some negotiations that you've been through where it was like Like it was hesitant at first, but like I overcame that shit. Like, oh yeah, we got that done.
Shit, a lot of things, man. You know, just with venues and spots like that. Like, shit, you know, it's a lot of venues when you first get into them joints, you know what I mean? They might be asking you for a high rental fee or something like that. And you like, man, like, I don't know if I could swing that, but you know, you just go ahead and get the event done and show them what you can do. Then you revisit and you sit
you
down.
get that back
and,
on that.
Yo, nah, you see what I did. Let me see your books. I know what you did. I know how much you made. How much did you make the other day? Oh, you made double that on this day? I'm not paying this then. I'm not paying you that for this. How we gonna work this out? Because you ain't giving me no piece of that bar.
Yeah.
You feel me? How we gonna work this out? No, cut that cost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Okay, I'll pay for security. I need security. Fine, I'll pay for security, but I'm not paying you to rent this room. Give me the reason why I'm paying for the room. Nah, keep the lights on. You just made that, King. You just made that. I see it. The profit.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I need to, you know, that's like some like one of the, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's a bunch of different stuff. You know what I mean? It's kind of
big
just
on
learning.
understanding your value and what you bring to the table.
Right. And sometimes, a lot of times people might not know your value. They might not know you. So you can't expect them to know your value. You know what I'm saying? But you know your value. So sometimes you got to show your value. Like, all right, okay, well, let's do this way first. Show them. Okay, now
it's a different
and then
conversation.
They don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you. So they're going, yeah, man. Yeah, all right, bet. I got you. Don't worry about it. Yup. Then you become homies. And then they want to throw other businesses at you and stuff. Word, that's how it go.
That's fine.
It's all about, especially, you automatically going to get it being black. Off the rip. Unless it's another black owner. And even still, it ain't guaranteed you're going to get the love.
That's a fact.
Even still, you ain't guaranteed you're going to get the love. So being black alone, you're going to catch that. You're going to try to find every reason to tell you no without telling you no. You feel me? Like, oh, I need a $20,000 bar guarantee. The bar got to make 20 bands for you to have this party. And you still got to pay this room rental. The average person going to be like, oh, no, I'm good. But if you know what you got and you know what you could do, it's like, oh, all right, bet, let's do it. Then when you crush that, they still, because it's a win-win for them. Because like even if you do it, they just made that bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they made the bags. Now they're like, oh, okay, man, maybe we might got us a guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. And then there's a lot of times people always be saying like, oh, why you been doing this so long? Why you ain't got your own club, your own spot? You know what I'm saying? You gotta know your clientele. You gotta know your market. It's really this ain't the city for a club. It's not.
Super fact.
How many clubs we done had? How many clubs we done had? They got shut down.
Open up.
Name one club. You can't name me one club.
They rename them clubs every 2-3 years.
You can't name me one club that's still standing, bro. But it's one spot that's still standing. That's had over a 20-year run. Soho, but that's not a club. It's a restaurant.
Oh,
Soho is a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna thrive off the
name,
off the business of food anyway. And that's another one that's, you know what I'm saying? It's not really a club. They just make it. They make it that. But you can't name one club. Only club that's still around, that's been around for over 20 years is the Nugget. That's it. And they even changed that to the new Golden Nugget, but it's still the Nugget. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. That's the only one. Other than that, outside of that, you can't name one. Pandora's. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you know what I mean?
like a bar.
Pandora's and it's a bar. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, can't name nothing. Venue done had 5 different name changes.
20 different names.
Right. All these joints, all these spots. Mez is now Jasmine Lounge, which was once social before it was Med. You know what I'm saying? Everything. It's just it's what it is. Somebody else end up coming in, buying the building. You know what I mean?
What do you think? What do you think it is just about like? Because it's always been like that.
It's the size of the city. It's the size and segregation of the city. That's what it is. What I mean by that is like Buffalo not even small. Buffalo really is a big city, but it's small because of the segregation. We are accustomed to going to our spots. You know what I'm saying? Like South Buffalo. Okay, I'll give you some. South Buffalo bars and clubs don't get shut down because they don't have problems. And the only people that go there is the people who live over there. You feel me?
Yeah.
They might have fights. Every bar has fights. People drinking. You know what I'm saying? Nobody get killed.
But when
Nobody get shot. They ain't got no rival gangs coming to the spot. Our problem is we have spots and we get the lit joints, we had the lit parties, but people bring they mess from the street to the club instead of handling it in the street. So they bring it to the club. You know what I'm saying? And Beanie Sigel said it. You know what I mean? Somehow, some way. All the petty ass wars fucked the night scene up. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You got these dudes got problems with each other. Women too. You know what I'm saying? They got real life issues going on with each other. Murder beef. You know what I'm saying? And still be outside. You messing it up for everybody else. If you know somebody wants something, want to do something to you, why are you coming to the club, bro? Even if your ops ain't there, somebody's in there that sees you there, and they gonna have to make that call. And something gonna happen. If somebody end up getting shot, then what happens? The club gets shut down. Senor Tequila just got shut down.
Yep.
Which was before Senor Tequila was Barcelona. You know what I'm saying? Everything, it just is what it is, bro. It's just the way it is. That's why, like, why would you? No, only one spot that was standing and stood the test of time of that outside of the Nugget is the Oak Room. Only reason the Oak Room fell is because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? But they even starting to come back. But Oak Room, because Dennis and Kurt knew how to run it right. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't letting just anybody come in there and throw parties. That's the other thing too. Like a lot of these club owners and bar owners, then they get the joint, they need money. You know what I'm saying? Because they already invested a lot. So they got to make that back. They need the overhead. The overhead is crazy. So they need to make the money back, right? So you could just walk in there and be like, yo, I want to throw this party. This is the idea I got. They ain't going to check your track record or nothing. They ain't going to check if you ever threw a party before. They ain't going to check if you ever had a shooting at your party, a fight, anything. They're not going to check none of that. You got money, they're going to charge you a room rental. Okay, well, do it. Next thing you know, a fight happens, somebody gets shot, and their spot is shut down. So all that money you invested in is gone.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
And it's what happens. That's the cycle. That's the cycle of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to just learn how to do it right. That's how I was able to keep my name clean this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, even, you know what I mean? Even outside of an incident that happened last year, that was the first time somebody ever got shot at one of my parties. You know what I'm saying? I had a party July 3rd. That was the first time that ever happened. You know what I'm saying? And even then, I was arguing with the owners, like, yo, let me have my security running. They was like, nah, we got our own. And I'm like, all right. And even though I had my guys there, it's just extra, they wasn't running the show. You know what I mean? And then that happened. A lot of things, with my guys, a lot of that stuff, we proactive. We ain't even doing that. We making that call ahead of time. All right, it's about to be let out. You're going to see police cars right there at that let out. Because, you know what I'm saying? Boys ain't that stupid. And if boys is that stupid, well, here we go. You can take that ride. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's just like, that's just how it is here, man. You know, the restaurant game is good, though. Shoot, if you could get you a restaurant, it's your tea. You know what I'm saying? You keep it wavy. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. But the thing is, it costs so much. A lot of people get into the business. You got to learn it's going to take about 4 or 5 years for you even break even. Then the profit. The goal is longevity when you got them restaurants and stuff. That's why Oak Room was always a good vibe, because no matter what, you couldn't stay there past 1 o'clock. 12:30, everybody's out by 12:30. And ain't nothing bad gonna really happen, because that's still the mid time of the night.
Yeah, a lot of
the
people
drinks ain't really set in yet.
Starting to go out.
The drinks don't set in until about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then the frustration of not having a shorty to take home or whatever, and then all them drinks. You know, drinks is attitude adjusters. When you first start drinking, you in a vibe. Once you're drunk and setting it in, you're either sick or you just upset. You frustrated about something. It just is what it is. That's what it do.
Have you ever thought about taking hip hop like karaoke on the road?
Yeah, I did. I did Miami. I did hip hop karaoke in Miami 1 year. Where else was we talking about? It was a couple different
How was the Miami
places.
turnout?
It was fire. It was fire. It was really a lot of Buffalo people though, because it was like we did it the weekend the Bills played. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of Buffalo people pulled up, and it was dope though. But you know, yeah, definitely been in the talks. You know what I'm saying? Even this year we was in the talks, but you know, we've been touring so much.
Yeah,
you know
good.
I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of flying. I don't
but-
want to see an airport. I'm sick of it. I love tours. When it comes to tours, bro, I love driving. I love the road.
Get a good bus.
More than flying, bro. Because with the roads, you know, you can get on the bus, you know what I'm saying? You got your snacks, you ain't got to worry about lift your seat up.
You on your own
Seatbelt
time, pretty
on,
much.
you on your
Yeah.
own time. You got to worry about finessing the exit row seat every joint because I got long legs and a bad knee. I can't keep doing this, bro. You know what I'm saying? But on the road, you know what I'm saying? You can chill back, smoke your weed. You got a Sprinter, put the TV on, got your headphones, you good. You do whatever. And you got phone service. You ain't got the, you know what I'm saying? You can FaceTime auntie, you know what I mean? While you on the joint, whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? Like that flying, no. Because you're on tour, because you're not carrying a carry-on. You checking a bag or two because you're on tour. You got to be there early. Let me take all this off to go through TSA, to put it right back on. You know what I'm saying? To walk to the next joint, to sit there and wait. To get in the group. Then now you got to stand and wait in line to get on the flight. Then you get on the flight. Then you on the flight. You know what I'm saying? And then you flying. And then you get a little bit of sleep on that joint. You got to wake up. Your ears, you can't even hear. Your ears to pop. You can't even hear. You're like, yo, like, you don't really realize it till you touring, bro. Like, this is happening every day. It's like, what is this, man? I'm tired of it. Tired of it. Like, the first leg of the Level Get You Killed tour, we had a Sprinter. That was the best. That was the best. Because we was able, you know what I mean? We had sauce, you know what I mean? Roll up, man. You say roll up. You smoking weed, you good.
Bro, y'all met a lot. I seen y'all taking pictures with a lot of dudes. Who was your favorite, like, I say your top three, where you was like, yo, I was with so-and-so and we got to sit down, kick it, meet, whatever.
Hove. Definitely Hove. But I didn't even really get to have that sit down with Hove. With Hove, it was really like a slap up and a congratulations because I met him like right after he got inducted in the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So it was like a quick little, you know what I'm saying? KD was dope, you know what I'm saying? Because I was actually able to chill with him at his crib. I watched the playoffs with KD. After he dropped 32 on the Boston Celtics, we went to his crib and watched the Lakers and Suns.
Yeah, that's
like that was crazy.
I think was Shots there.
Yep.
Shots was talking about that.
So that was crazy, and just being with Katie, and like he's such a humble dude, and he a real dude. Like, you know, he like us. He watching the game like us. We talking to the. Why would you do that? We talk. You know what I'm saying? He like us, the homie. You know what I'm saying? Diddy. You know what I mean? Because I spent a lot of time at Diddy house. We was at a pool party. Best man.
His party's different, man.
Best party I ever been to in my life. Best party I ever been to in my life. You know what I'm saying? Your boys would have lost your mind in there, I'm gonna tell you, because I lost mine. But you know what I'm saying? Like that was like, you know what I mean, just chilling and just being in that setting. That's probably Nori. Nori. Spent Drink Champ. Spent like 2 hours with Nori. Just him just sitting down, giving boys a game. We sitting outside of the restaurant where they shoot Drink Champs at. We was just there, just random. We was in Miami for the weekend, and it was Jadakiss' birthday, and we all linked up with Nori first, and then we all rolled over to Kid's birthday, and we was just all chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the top three. I can't wait till August though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know, man. If you know me, you know I'm a big Jeezy fan. So that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a lot.
So what's in August?
August 13th, baby, Drumwork Fest, man.
Yes, sir.
The movie. You know what I'm saying? The first ever, man. It's the first of many. The inaugural. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. You know, we got Wale, we got Fab, we got Jeezy, you know, of course, Conway. It's Conway's festival. Conway presents the Drumwork Fest for the label. This is something big for the city, man, something major for the city that, you know what I'm saying, that's never been done, you know what I'm saying, by an artist. So,
that's a fact.
You know, it's just going to be major. It's just the fact that it happens to fall on the weekend of the weekend that, you know what I'm saying, always been a big weekend of my life, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's nostalgia, bro. The reason why The Real is back, I got The Real is back from Jeezy. The first year The Real is back was the year he dropped that mixtape. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? So like with me having my event and doing the festival, that was always the end goal. The Real is back was to make it. I wanted to make it Tread Fest, but yeah, I mean, obviously it's not Tread Fest, but it ain't gotta be. It's still a festival that I'm running. You know what I'm saying? That I'm doing. I'm putting this festival on. You know what I'm saying? Con chilling. He gave me keys, bro. It's the festival, bro. You already know what to do. Like this is you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm able to do that. It's definitely a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Big blessing You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be major. It's gonna be major, man.
And where's it gonna be held at? So people
Outer
can know?
Harbor, Buffalo Outer Harbor waterfront, 225 Furman Boulevard.
Where they getting the tickets at Doris.
Tickets
and where
at
else?
Doris Records, My Cousin Vintage, and Tixar.com. You could just click the link in my bio. Think.oj, who is Conway bio. Link is in his bio. And then we got ads floating around and stuff, you know.
Word.
And then you already know what time it is. You gonna figure out how to get them tickets. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you like this: we already halfway sold out, so don't sleep and go get yours.
Get your tickets. Get
That's
your
gonna
tickets.
be a movie. It's gonna be history, and like this ain't just a show. You know what I'm saying? Where you just gonna pull up and then you just gonna see them doing their thing. Like we put on a whole show from start to finish. So not only you get your tickets, get there early so you can see the whole thing because it's gonna be certain stuff. You're like, damn, that happened earlier. And of course, exclusive merch gonna be on deck. Exclusive merch. Oh my God, the merch we whipped up for this. It's gonna change the game. I'm telling you, it's gonna take y'all out of here. It's crazy. Definitely crazy.
Yeah, I remember I was mad when Wes, Conway, and Benny did the show at Mohawk Place, and it was like the first one back.
Yup, it was October. It was Halloween.
Yeah.
Yup.
Was it the anti-venue joint?
No.
It was actually Conway's show. It wasn't even. It was Conway's show. That was his first show. And Conway put that together himself, honestly.
Yeah.
And he just had Benny and Wes on it. Talking when Prodigy was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was like, bro, I swear it had to be like maybe like 2, 3 a.m. before like Prodigy came out type shit. And I was just like, bro, I was so tired. I'm like, yo, I'm about to leave. Like we walking out the door, all I hear everybody start going crazy. I'm like,
Because he had a
damn,
mask
I
on.
missed
It was
something. Yeah, I
Halloween.
missed
He had
something.
the Jason mask, I think, on.
And then
I'm
next
like,
thing I do is I hear shook ones. I'm like, damn. I'm like, bro,
I can't leave now.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. So
It's
expect
gonna-
the end friends. You already know who you getting. You already know who you getting. You know you getting Wale. You know you getting Fab. You know you getting Jeezy. That alone right there should tell is enough for you to be like. First of all, Jeezy alone, bro. Wale, you know what I'm saying? Catalog crazy. Fabulous catalog crazy. You know what I mean? Then you get to see Conway in his element at his own joint on his own stage. You know what I'm saying? For the festival of his label, the Drumwork Fest.
In his city.
So you already know his set gonna be stupid. And he gonna be bringing people out. It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, man. Get them tickets.
Looking forward to
them
it.
tickets, man. Get them tickets, man. Because I'm telling you, it's gonna be, man, history in the making, man. And it's like I said, it's only the first year. It's the first year, man. Like it's just gonna get bigger and bigger every year.
You want to be able to say in 10 years when it's going on that you was at the first joint.
That's facts. You like, man, I was at the first show. You want to have your tea. You want to have your concert tea, your festival tea. Like, look, I was here for this one. I was at the very first joint, man. OJ, my man. What you talking about?
Hell yeah. Kimon, did you have any questions?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
I'm from Niagara Falls, so yeah.
Okay, shout out to the Falls. Hey, big shout out to the Falls.
That's a
The
fact.
first all-black party was at that old Rapids Theater, 2010.
Look at that.
And it was called
Y'all be
Dice.
They be trying to shit
Facts.
on the Falls sometimes.
History.
Y'all be trying to shit on niggas.
Facts. Nah, that was at Rapids Theater, 2010. And I ain't gonna lie, I almost canceled that party because that was the day after the City Grill shooting. Facts. I almost canceled it. I couldn't even do it. I wasn't even in the mood, in the spirit. But everybody had bought tickets, and we still sold that joint out. Still had 1,300 people in that joint. It was crazy. It was great. Then I doubled back at Rapids in 2014. Brought Yo Gotti.
I remember that.
Facts.
I remember that.
Shout out to the Falls,
that was
man.
dope.
Big shouts to the Falls, man. And I love the casino. I love the Niagara Falls Casino. Facts.
Yeah, I can't talk shit about Niagara Falls anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I will.
And y'all powerhouse y'all come powerhouse basketball too.
That's a fact.
I mean, everybody
they
going to
only
the
got
same
one
school.
school.
They only got one school.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
They got a lot of like smaller leagues now, like AAU teams and shit that just be popping out of nowhere. Like, but you mentioned like Johnny Flynn and Duggar and all of them. Sorry, you know.
All my guys.
Do you
all my
still you
guys.
still keep up with youth basketball?
in the city?
Yeah.
I haven't. I ain't gonna lie, because I've been gone.
And it's hard because the Gus Mack, like I feel like the Gus Macker used to be the staple.
Yup, that's when
get
you would
to
know who to
all the
watch.
young
You see, like,
hoopers.
oh, okay, I gotta come check him out.
Damn, I
And
missed
I'm
the
tight
Gus.
too, because you know what's crazy? I ain't make no games this year, bro. And I had plans on it, but it's jive a little different when you're not really involved in it, or you ain't really got like a family member or somebody you going to see. It's kind of hard because you get sidetracked with everything else going on in your life. I got kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like You know what I mean? But I definitely want to make a point to be back out there and checking the boys out this next year. Mm-hmm.
So coming up trying to do party promotion, was that been the dynamic? Trying to like steer you away from that shit?
No. Think about my pops, man. My pops was, you know what I'm saying, like always about letting me do what I wanted. You know what I'm saying, what I really wanted to do. You know what I mean? And if it made sense, I mean, obviously he wasn't gonna tell me to do nothing. He wasn't gonna encourage me to do nothing illegal if I was, but if it was something that I loved and I wanted to do, he was with it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't never, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Did no negative to it. And you know what I'm saying, with politics, like shoot, they party. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like that. It wasn't negative. It wasn't nothing negative, you know.
Right.
It wasn't nothing negative.
You know, just like back then, like a lot of people didn't know they see entertainment, anything is like a career. You know what I mean? Like niggas said they wanted to be a rapper.
Because
do
of
music.
Buffalo. I'm not even gonna say that people didn't. I'm gonna say just our area. We come from a blue collar city. We come from the hands-on city. You don't have people like, yo, bro, you don't even realize how many jobs it is in the world that make so much money. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even realize that coming from here. They telling you from here, yo, you gotta think about it. What's the average job coming out of Western New York? Average job is, yo, they want you to take the firefighter exam, which is a great career. They want you to be a cop, which is, you know what I'm saying, also, you know what I mean, it's a kind of iffy career, you know what I mean? Now, it's been an iffy career, but money-wise, it's a good career.
Nursing and shit.
Then you go, like, okay, you go to college, you go to school to go do whatever you wanted to go to school for. Then you get out of school and you end up working for Bank of America, call center. You know what I'm saying? Because of degrees, you can't really apply it because they want you to have experience. But how you even gonna get the experience
If I can't get a
if
job
y'all don't even give me
first.
the opportunity? So that's why, like, well, you should have had an internship. Okay, you didn't have the guidance to have an internship, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you know them our jobs: police, fire, city worker for the males. Ladies is nursing,
Yep.
CNA, or you working in a group home. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? People Inc., Baker Victory. That's the average, you know what I'm saying, the average job of the minorities. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, of course, people got jobs like at grocery stores and stuff like that, but like the average job is the minorities. Now you got bosses, you got people that do their own thing, like barbers. It's not really a job, that's a career. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to do that and you get your own, you know what I'm saying, like hair salons, nail techs, stuff like that. Stuff you learn, you take a little. You know what I mean? And then some people, but either way it go, that's still blue collar.
Facts.
It's still hands-on. You're not putting on a suit, you know what I'm saying, to sit behind a desk or learn something or make no deals or nothing like that. These people that's doing that in Buffalo, these people ain't went to school for nothing. They just inherited. Or they had some bread, or they was smart enough to say, you know what, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna invest in this. And they took it there like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts. And I just learned, like, not just learn, but coming from Niagara Falls to here, like, I'll be traveling around and finding like all them little cuts where like the real mini mansions and shit is at. Like, I didn't even know we had them bitches over here, bro. Like,
you don't even
them shits be in the cut, bro.
and you wouldn't even know what's crazy? Them joints don't even cost that much, bro.
Right.
Real talk.
But they look beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? They look beautiful. Like, you would think, like, you would look at them houses and you would compare them to like another city. You'd be like, damn, that's gonna be crazy. You gotta think, when Mario Williams was here, he had the most expensive house in Western New York. He sold it for $3 million. That's it. $3 million. Yo, you take $3 million to South Florida. Take $3 million to Cali. See what you gonna get.
They ain't get no
See
mansion.
what you gonna get. You gonna get one of them
mansion.
houses on Staring. You gonna get one of them houses on Staring Avenue for $3 million. Facts.
Yo, so like you basically grew up. To me, from what I learned today, is like you kind of grew up in the game. Like your brothers doing music, like the promotion, all that other stuff.
Right.
So being that you kind of had the ear to the streets, like back then, what's the big difference between the music scene back then and like right now? If you tuned in to like what's going on right now.
Back then, it was still CDs.
Oh yeah.
Even then, though, like, you know what I'm saying? If we going from my childhood, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was, you know what I'm saying? It's completely different. That's why I'm not gonna lie, I hate the music industry now, bro. Because it's easy to put your music out, but it's also easy to get your music lost because it's always something dropping every Friday.
So
you gotta think,
saturated.
you had to sit with albums. You can't even call nothing a classic.
Right.
You like, and it kills me too because there's a lot of people music I want to listen to, but I ain't got the time because something else coming out, or something else coming out, or something else coming out. You know what I mean? Like you gonna get hit with an album, be like, okay, yeah, now this joint fire. I'm still like that though. If it's an album that dropped and I like it, I'm sitting with that joint. And I'm gonna keep figuring different pockets of that album. Like, damn, I didn't even realize it. Then I'm gonna call it a classic.
What's something you locked into right now?
Right now, that Kendrick, bro.
Oh, I see.
That Kendrick is on repeat, bro. That Kendrick is on repeat. Future. I'm a big Future, my man. I'm a huge Future fan. I'm a huge. That album
that's
is
one of his
fire.
best albums.
The album is fire,
Bro, he's making his best music.
That album is absolutely fire. But that Kendrick, man, I know we waited 5 years. It was well worth the wait.
Different.
That album is fire. I'm still on Donda, bro. I'm still heavy on Donda.
Facts.
I'm talking about like I ain't even gonna lie. Like I needed Donda. I needed that. Real talk. I needed Kendrick album.
Yeah.
For real. It was a time of my life where, you know what I'm saying, I had just lost my brother. I lost the closest person to me.
Right.
And Donda dropped in August, I think, you know what I'm saying? So, but like listening to that music and them songs and stuff like that, man, and you know, I'm on tour and I'm flying everywhere. It's the only album I played, bro. It's that joint over and over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? And I always loved Kanye. That's always been my man. Musically, it ain't never been an album that, you know what I'm saying, when it dropped, that's somebody I can't wait to meet. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever an album drop, I'm right there. I'm listening to it. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna dissect it. And I ain't gonna get. And another thing too is a lot of times now with the music now is so much music you listen to it once and then you dub it.
Yeah.
You gonna pick your couple joints you like, and
Add it
then
to
you
the
gonna go on in that and be like, yeah, there's a couple joints on there I like. Or if it's your artist that you really love, you going, man, woo, this joint crazy. It's a classic.
Right.
They're gonna say that, but you ain't even really get to, you know what I mean, really listen to it. Music get better over time with listens.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It don't.
Timeless.
That's
You're
how
always
gonna
gonna
figure.
catch something different every time.
You're always gonna catch something different.
You might be in a whole nother state of mind when you listen to it the fifth time versus when you listen to it the 10th time.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So my last two, can you just mention something that was like touching? When do you get the chance to really just sit back and like reflect, like, yo, the nigga really doing this shit right now? You know what I mean? Like, do you really ever get the chance to just sit back and be like,
Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? From time to time, I sit back and think about it, but it's just so crazy, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's balanced. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna say it couldn't happen, but like, I feel like, as crazy as it sounds, I feel like the reason for a lot of this happening is because God took my brother from me. You know what I'm saying? Feel like that, you know what I mean? Because he already knew if I had him here with me, I wouldn't be as humble as I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
because no matter what I do and everything that I do, I'll give it all back. I'll give it all back and I'll go back working at the sewer just to have him here with me. Facts. I would. Like without hesitation. You know what I'm saying? And then I would just be, and if it didn't work out, it just wasn't meant to be. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm learning that. I've been learning that, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. With everything that happens, God do not make mistakes. It's a part of his plan. You know what I mean? Like, even how I lost my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
it was crazy. He died doing something that he loved the most. That nigga loved ice cream, bro. Facts. That nigga loved that shit. He loved it so much that nigga, his birthday, I never got to eat the cake because every year he got ice cream. I hate ice cream. I don't fuck with ice cream. I don't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. Yeah. It's not that I don't like it. I'm good on it. You know what I mean? Like it's not that I don't like it. It's not nasty and nothing like that. I'm just good on it. I don't want it. Every year since we was kids, he had an ice cream cake for his birthday, bro. I never got a cake on his birthday. His birthday 12 days after mine. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And how I lost him is just like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a part of God's plan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy. And I still see him from time to time. I talk to him all the time.
Word.
And stuff like that. You
I know
So,
with you and just how
yeah,
everything
you know
is
what I'm
moving.
saying? Everything that happened, I look at it, everything that happened is him and God just doing it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the bad stuff, like, because that's another thing too, like, I don't trip. Because it ain't nothing worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing else can happen. Nothing can be worse than that to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the closest person ever in my life. Nobody walking this earth is as close to me as he was. Nobody knew everything about me. You know what I'm saying? Besides him. So it's time. I can sit back and, you know what I mean, reflect and I toast to it. But it's like, man, shoot, okay, we here now. What's next?
Facts.
And we had the opportunities as youngins, you know what I'm saying, to be this, to be where we at. We just ain't had the guidance or the tools and stuff like that. So
Resources.
My last question: what's one of the craziest experience you had in the studio you can share? Like something that was like, yo, that shit. Either I just heard some crazy shit, or this shit just happened. You know what I mean? Like
in the studio, man.
Or even on tour. I should have said on tour.
On tour, I got to say in the studio, the illest shit was 3 things. I'm gonna give you 3 joints. Top 3 crazies. So one of the main ones was, you know what I'm saying, when being in the studio with Beanie Sigel, when he recorded his verse for Lock Load.
That wasn't at Bridge, was it?
It was at Bridge, yeah. You know what I mean? I grew up on Rockefeller. I was always a Sieg fan. You know what I'm saying? I had already knew him. You know what I'm saying? We had already met, crossed paths. But being in the studio with him, from the minute Con pulled that beat up, and him in the joint like this, making that face, the Broad Street bully face. And we was just sitting there. We in the studio for hours. We smoking. You know, Sieg can't smoke no more. You know what I mean? He had like, you know what I mean, little issues. You know what I mean? Internal issues. And he drinking his tea. He drinking like a special tea to get his voice right. You know what I mean? Make sure it's right. And that nigga went in there and we sitting in there, bro, I'm dead tired, bro. It's late as hell. He go in that joint and that black and gray checker hold the heckler. SP Drumwork, you know, I'm like, what? And he going with it. That was crazy. That was crazy. The first time ever recording with Con was crazy because that man is really a machine. He does not write. I've never seen him pull out a phone, a notepad. I'm in the studio with him all the time. The man would be sitting in the joint in the studio like this, bro, scrolling Instagram, on the book, watching the game, all at the same time. He'll show you some funny shit, like, yo, look at this. You know what I mean? He used to be chilling. He used to be sitting there, chilling, smoking, sipping, cooling, watching the game, talking about the game, and all that. And he'd just be like, all right, I'm ready. And he just go in there. Be like, yo, what, bro? Like, yo, what? And then he'd talk about something that just happened. He'd talk about something that just happened. So it's not like these old raps that he had in his head. Like, he just, you know what I mean? And then he's just going crazy. That was crazy. And then tour-wise, the craziest shit was the New York show on the Love Will Get You Killed tour, all the legends that came out. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I opened up that show for all them legends, Lloyd Banks, Havoc, AZ, Beanie Sigel, Freeway, Jim Jones, Method Man, Red Man. Yeah. Bro, you can't, like, what is this? Papoose. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy, bro. Like, that was crazy to me. And then the other one was the Detroit show. I'll never forget this, bro. Like, this is something that I could take. I got to take with me forever, bro. Like, we had our Detroit show was supposed to be at another venue, but they moved it. They scaled it down a little bit, and the show ended up being in the Shelter. You know what I'm saying? Where 8 Mile was recorded at, and you know I was the host for the show, so I was getting the crowd hype, pretty much the hype man of the show. And we was doing songs. Like every city we went to, I did like that city song. Like we was in Chicago, I did like the Chicago rappers. I did Kanye, I did Dirk, I did Sosa, I did Twista. You know what I'm saying? I did that. Do you wanna ride? They went crazy in Chicago when I did that. That do or die. You know what I mean? So then the next time we in Detroit, and you know I'm playing some Royce, some M. I'm like, yo, I told T, I'm like, yo, just play Shook Ones, bro. Just play it, bro. And then that shit dropped. And I'm standing in front of the joint at the Shelter, and I had the whole crowd doing, everybody in the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow T. I'm telling them to follow T. Put your motherfucking hands up and follow. They really wilding in that joint. Niggas can't say they lived out the movie, bro. Word. I did it. I really
tough.
did it.
That's
that
tough.
was crazy to me. That was crazy to me, bro.
That's tough.
Facts. So that's the crazies.
Man, we appreciate you, bro. For
Man, I appreciate y'all
It's a
boys,
good
man.
combo, man.
Much love, man. I can't wait to be back. I will be back.
Big fact.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is, man. Drumwork Fest is going down. Make sure you stream it. Make sure you watching that Chanel Pearls video too, because that just dropped featuring the Queen Jill Scott. That was an ill day too. Meeting Jill Scott. She one of the most beautiful souls ever. She chilled with us the whole day, bro. Chilled with us the whole day. Like, and she wasn't even hanging with Con. She was hanging with me, T, and Skeese.
That's tough.
Word. She was coming chilling with us, kicking it. Words, pull up, kicking it with us. Like, man, this our girl, bro. This Jill, like, this auntie for real for us, for real. She see us, it's gonna be love. Right. You know what I mean? So, make sure y'all watching that video. Video stupid. That's crazy. Hosted a mixtape.
Oh yeah.
Greetings Earthlings on that Piff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all
I
download
downloaded
that one. The
just
craziest
for that.
man.
Bro,
Download that Piff. You ain't got
downloaded that Piff just
yo,
for that
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Take you back to them days, man.
He went
Get your
crazy.
tickets, man. August 13th, man. History in the making, Buffalo, New York. If you watching this and you ain't from Buffalo, New York, get your tickets, get your flight, get your hotel room. Because you're going to be a fool if you miss out on this. You're going to be a fool. They going to be there. I'm going to be there. You better be there. And as always, you know what I'm saying? If we signing off, I can only leave it in one way. Pink Rose, think OJ. Everything for Weeds, baby.
For
OJ for life, baby.
Label the pod. We out.
Peace.
Peace.